Hello everyone, and welcome to this short tutorial on how to install ArcSight Logger. The version of Logger that we're going to install in this video will be 6.7, and yeah, for installing the product we're going to use the CentOS 6.9 that I have downloaded here as well. So we're going to use um, VMware. I'm going to create a lab machine. So I have actually already created it. So let me show you some of the specs. Basically, this is how it looks like. So 8 giga of memory, it's plenty, it's enough for Logger to work properly. And then, yeah, number of processors, 4 processors, um, 2 cores per processor. As well, I've allocated 60 gigs, enough space. And yeah, on top of that, the mm, network adapter, I've chosen the bridge, the direct connection to the physical network. So yeah, that's pretty much how the lab environment is gonna look like. And yeah, now let's start it up and let's actually start with the installation. And yeah, now I've started the installation. It's gonna take some time, so let's wait. Okay, and here we are, we're almost done. So let's see. Okay, so finally we have installed our CentOS. Okay. All right, I'm going to uh, check something very quickly now. So yeah, SU and then the password. Okay. Um, let's update the system. So yum update for updating the um, operating system very quickly. It will take, of course, some time, so let's wait a little bit. All right, yeah, now I'm gonna skip this process and let's see now, yeah, ulimit, just to see the user limit. Actually, right here, I'm under root. I want to switch. So SU, I have created another account that I've called ArcSight. So I'm just gonna type SU ArcSight, and then I just want to see the user limit of my ArcSight. As you can see here, the open file limit, it's a good one. It's actually as per the recommendation of ArcSight. So it's 65,536, and as well the max user process is set to 10 to 40. So now, yeah, let me open again terminal here. And I just wanted to change the hostname because right now it's saying ESM1. Probably you can see previously I had installed here one ArcSight Enterprise Security Manager, but I'm just gonna change this name. So I'm just gonna say for the same IP address 192.168.0.101, I'm just gonna say logger1.acme.com, escape shift column, and then to save just you put WQ, enter. So by typing host name, actually esm1.acme.com, yeah, we need to reboot the system. So just let's reboot now very quickly. And yeah, after the reboot, as you can see, it already says logger1.acme.com here upon initial login. So we've changed the host name. Right now it's fine. So again, let me log in here. And yeah, I think we're ready to start with the installation. We've verified the user limit and as well the host name. So I'm just gonna go now under the temp folder, as you can see. And yeah, basically under the temp folder I have the bin, which is the ArcSight Logger bin file. So just type /ArcSight-logger and then you can use the tab and you can press enter. So as you can see now the installation starts immediately. Okay, yeah, this is the AULA, the end user license agreement. Just accept. Where would you like to install? Under opt. Actually under opt, since yeah I had a previous installation, it says that it's not possible. So either it says upgrade or back. So yeah, if I say upgrade, yeah, it says that it's not possible because there are no files anymore there. So I'm just gonna say /opt and then I'm gonna put I don't know, I'm gonna create another folder. I'm gonna call it logger1, for example, and then I'm just gonna say next. Perfect. Now this is the pre-installation summary. So it actually summarizes what settings you have put until now. And yeah, by clicking on next, the installation of Logger starts. So again, as I said, we're gonna have to wait a little bit here. The process usually takes some time, like I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. So it's not that fast. Okay, I think I can skip a little bit forward, so I'm gonna pause a little bit. Actually, in the meantime, here I have another Windows Server operating system that I have installed, and basically this Windows operating system should be in the same network like my Logger. I want to use Logger as well here from my Windows operating system, so that's why I've just tried to ping, and actually as you can see, we can see that the machine is reachable, so they can communicate. I've pinged them. Here I'll copy one smart connector. I'm going to install this smart connector under my Windows Server operating system. So copy paste, and yeah, here is the smart connector. While I'm waiting for Logger to install, actually let's read user settings. Yeah, non-root username, just ArcSight. And yeah, now I'm asked to input my license file. So my license file is actually under the temp folder, just like the binary, just like the bin file. So yeah, I'm going under the temp folder, and then as you can see under files, I have my license file. So I'm just uploading it, and next, next. And yeah, now the installation of Logger continues. So let's go under the Windows Server and let's install the Smart Connector. All right, the introduction. So let's say next, where would you like to install? I want to install under C, column, backslash, and then I'm just gonna create a folder called ArcSight and another subfolder within it. I'm gonna call it Test Alert SmartConnector, for example. All right, next, where would you like to create product icons? Don't create any icons. The pre-installation summary again. So let's click on install. Here, Logger still keeps running, keeps installing itself. And yeah, I'm gonna rename actually here my machine to Logger 6.7. Yeah, just a second. Okay, so Logger 6.7. Enter. And it's pretty slow, but yeah. Okay, here it is. The installation of Logger software was successful. That's great. So let's click on next. Again, probably here it will take some time now. Configuring Logger. All right, all right. I'm gonna switch again to my smart connector. So I'm gonna install it very quickly. Type of connector, I'm gonna create a Test Alert SmartConnector. So this is kind of a, you know, a smart connector which is used just for testing purposes. Uh, you can create this type of connector if you want to forward events at how to say a regular scheduled rates to your logger, and if you want to test, for example, how logger works or the ArcSight Enterprise Security Manager as well, you can do the same. So yeah, active destination from the previous menu, probably you saw I have specified that my active destination will be logger. So here from this screen, it actually says host name. So I'm just gonna put logger1.acme.com or the IP address as well. I can put 192.168.0.101. And yeah, actually here is the installation. It says congratulations, the installation is completed, and you can see as well the URL. Basically, this is the URL that I'm gonna have to use in order to access Logger. So now I can open Mozilla, I can open one browser, and I can try to access it, or just let's check the services before that. Let's verify whether if the services of Logger are actually up and running. So for this, we just type service space arcsite underscore logger and then space status. As you can see now, we have all services up and running. And yeah, let's open Mozilla Firefox and let's try to access finally our logger. Come on, Mozilla. Yeah, so here it is. All right, I'm gonna type HTTPS column / the name of the server. So the host name logger1.acme.com followed by column and then 443. Your connection is not secure. All right, you need to add an exception in order to connect, confirm. And then here is the user interface. This is the yeah, the browser-based user interface of Logger. So I'm just gonna type my credentials. Upon initial login, your credentials should be admin with the password actually all lowercase, no capital letters. So yeah, now we have to change it. So I'm just gonna retype once again password, and then I'm gonna put another password that I want to use. Click on OK, and voila, here is our logger finally installed. This is version 6.7. Now, as a final step, we have to create a receiver in order to associate the smart connector with Logger. So in this way, Logger can gather, it can collect some events from the smart connector, or I can use directly the smart message receiver, which is already enabled within Logger. So here under the connector, I'm switching to the other tab. I can just type smart message receiver. Okay, next. Once again, I'm going to be prompted here again to specify what will be the name of my smart connector. I'm just going to say Test Alert 1. Okay. Basically here the smart connector is trying to ping the server in order to verify whether if the destination is active or not. And actually we have an error message. So connection to Logger is not possible. Okay, I'm gonna try to rename here. I'm gonna try to type the IP address directly. 192.168.0.111. Next. I'm gonna remove the location as well just to be sure, but yeah, the location is related to something else. It's basically creating like a folder under which the smart connector is put it. Actually, I think that I know where the problem is here, and the problem is in port 443 because I haven't really enabled the port. So that's why, yeah, right now the smart connector cannot really establish a communication with our logger. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to enable, yeah, the port, and here is the port. So make sure that 443 is open actually. In this way, your smart connector can ping successfully your logger server. So let's see now. Okay, perfect. As you can see, we're asked to import the certificates from the destination now. And yeah, let's wait a little bit here. So importing certificates. Perfect. And yeah, here is the summary. How would you like to install as a service or as a standalone? Since this is a smart connector which is entirely and only dedicated for testing purposes, I'm just gonna say standalone. Usually you're gonna install your smart connectors as services, but this is a topic for another conversation now. Yeah, the only thing that I have to do is to look for my test alert replay files. Here I have one folder with some replay files that I have exported from another system from ArcSight DSM, and I'm just gonna put them under this location. So this is under the local disk C under the ArcSight folder, and then when you go under Test Alert Smart Connector, you have to look for the folder. It's actually the only one. It's called Current. When you go under Current, make sure that you put under this location your Test Alert replay files. And yeah, now as a last step, we just want to uh, enable, we want to start our smart connector. So make sure that you press Shift, right click, and then say Command Prompt. With just a right click, you're not going to be able to see the open command prompt. So that's why I'm telling you just to look for the Shift button on your keyboard, right click, and then say ArcSight Agents when the command prompt window has opened. In a few seconds, you'll see the Test Alert 1 a little Java window appearing right in front of you. So make sure to set the rate to something like 100 events per second, 170 like I did. And in this way, the smart connector will start immediately forwarding events towards your logger. So if we refresh, if we want to verify this thing, I'm just gonna press F5 here in order to refresh my browser. And here it is. You can see already in the upper right corner, events per second, where it's saying in. It says something like 100, okay, 130. Do you see? I'm gonna switch here the theme to light theme mode, not to the dark one. And let's verify whether if we have some events. I'm gonna say device vendor equals McAfee. This is using the event search option. And yeah, as you can see here, I have some events coming from my smart connector, events from McAfee, ePolicy Orchestrator, or I can just as well say something like device vendor not equals. So let me try it, not equals. And then I'm gonna say ArcSight. So this means that I'm gonna have all kind of events, but not ArcSight internally generated events. And here is the result: Microsoft, Blue Coat, McAfee, Cisco, etc. Different kind of events that were essentially generated by the Test Alert SmartConnector. So yeah, this is the short tutorial. This is the short video that I just wanted to show you guys. I hope you have enjoyed yeah, this tutorial, and in the next videos that I'm planning to do, I'm going to show you in some more details our ArcSight Logger and what you can do with it. So thanks again for watching this video, and see you in the next one.